Well, my role was as a trustee, and I was on the first library board.
I was hired to be the library's first part-time reference librarian. So in November '83, I was hired to serve as the next library director, the second library director for Grange Park Library.
So interestingly, in the mid-'80s, I guess 1986, there was an opening for a library board member, and I put my name forth. I was appointed library board, and then ran again in, I believe 1989, 1988, 89 for second term.
I have been involved in the library for the last 47 years since I moved here. The library was in the basement of what is now the Science Center. And I love the library, and so have been on the board for about the last 14 years.
The village president at that time had run into him and said, we're thinking of starting a library. Do you know anybody that you would recommend? And my husband said, well, yes, my wife's an English teacher. How about her? And so that's how I got on the board. And I got on, it was actually the committee to form a library. And so that was myself and Paul Crom and several other people. And we had meetings, and we had open discussions with residents to see what we were planning. So then we had to have the referendum to have a library, and we got that passed.
I was a resident of Grange Park back in 1975, and I was thrilled when the voters of Grange Park decided to establish a library district. It was the largest municipality in Illinois without a public library at the time.
We started out in a bookmobile that would go around the village. When we were able to secure rentals or get rental space, we chose the Forest Road because it was central and the space was available.
I got in on the ground floor, as they say, and we were in a basement at the time I started working, and I have many memories of that.
When I joined the library, we were over Barnesdale in a basement, and it was cramped and it was small. The library board at the time, and I was not president of the board at the time, felt we needed a home, and we felt we'd outgrown the basement in Barnesdale. We needed a place that we could say was truly ours, and a place for the community to gather.
Helping the library develop its services and programming, and then moving from the basement space to its first library building, which is here at 555 North LaGrange Road. I actually got to pick the address for the library, which was kind of a fun thing to do.
I wanted something that the community could be proud of, but I also wanted something that was unique. I wanted something that people would say, wow, that's my library.
Personally, one of the program's offerings that I participated in, which was about 25 or 30 years ago, was the Vein of Gold, and it was a study group. And there were about 40 people that came to the initial meeting, and we broke up in groups. One of the people was my friend Peggy Armstrong, who also served on the board about 25 years ago. And we have maintained a lifelong friendship because of the program that LaGrange Park Library offered us.
We did e-readers, which was with our sister library in Parkshire, New South Wales, Australia, an online book club.
One of my favorite program accomplishments was our Harry Potter escape room, which was an entire staff effort.
The Halloween trunk and treat is, again, people just kind of spill down the hill and go to the park, and it's just wonderful for the community.
I really enjoy trunk or treat. I think that was like my favorite thing. Getting to decorate a trunk and seeing all the kids super excited.
I've been here long enough now that the people that I remember as kids from 30 years ago are now bringing their kids in, and that's so cool to see that and just to get to know those folks over those periods of time.
The renovation has been so great because we needed to reallocate the space. We really needed some study rooms, for example. We went out to the community and surveyed, and we were able to capture what the community really wanted, in addition to keeping the thing that the community liked most, which was our bright space.
I, along with my co-interim director, Rose Hopkins-Rocco, helped to make the final decisions about how the library's renovation would go. And I think one of the greatest things we did as a staff was to be able to continue services for the community at a temporary location during that time.
I think it has enriched the community with the renovation for sure. Because now when you come to the library, there's a nice warm feel in here. Everything is nice and clean. It's nice and colorful.
What makes it special is that this became a community place. There's probably not a kid who grew up in LaGrange Park that didn't come here for summer reading when they were little.
It's the people outside, inside the building. I mean, it's that community spirit. Once again, teamwork.
I think we have a great group of people.
This library is special because of the people, the staff, the patrons. We have a community of readers. We have people who understand that the library goes beyond books, and they support us.
The staff is just wonderful here. I've been to other libraries and I have not experienced what I've experienced here.
You have tremendous dedicated people here who put a lot of thought behind the special programs.
Everybody here at this library really cares about the community. I feel like everyone here is very open to helping others and very kind. Just very kind-hearted.
Everybody loves our library. I absolutely adore our community that comes in here.
All of the people that work here that care so much and continue to want to have that attitude and that legacy continue through, more and more generations.
Look at how it's changed in the last 50 years. It's just amazing. Because really all we did was check out books at the time, and now there are so many offerings.
For the library's next 50 years, I hope we have a lot more of the same that we've had so far, all of the great relationships with the community.
Good funding, maintaining the great service that you do have here for the public, and just continued success. You're on the right track for sure.
The library is a space and an institution that can offer experiences is still going to be relevant 50 years from now.
I'm hoping that it keeps growing and adding more programs. I'm that type of person who loves to go to a place and participate in things.
We're that third place where people can come to meet, so they can, they don't have to be at home, they don't have to be at work, they can come here and use it as a community space. So we will always be relevant.
Hopefully it's still a place of knowledge and interest in learning. We have so many diverse programs already. It would be really cool to see what they come up with in 50 years.
I hope that more people use the library, come in and I guess just utilize all the resources, meet all the people, just immerse yourself in the community.
I certainly hope that the library, as it has in the past, offers the resources necessary to keep people informed, to give pleasure by reading, and to be a community resource.